Okay guys, so I'm gonna share a helpful tip in preparing bacon. So usually we would do bacon on the stove top, but of course that means you have to stand over your frying pan, and sometimes you have the splattering taking place and so forth. And especially if you want to do for a family, you might be standing there for a while. So another option we have is using one of these cast iron griddles and doing it in the oven. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you. It's a nice tip, I think, for doing bacon. If you do eat bacon, I usually don't eat bacon often, but I'm just going to show you the tip. Okay, so because it's this long, I'm going to cut it. All right, so we're just going to arrange the bacon here on our cast iron. All right, so I think that should be good. This covers all the surface area of our cast iron griddle here. All right, so we have it here, right? Okay, now in order to prevent any splattering, I don't really want it to touch. I don't really want them to touch, so I want to make some space. So in order to prevent any of the bacon grease from splattering in the oven, what we're going to do is just cover it with some parchment paper, okay? And this is simply to prevent well, actually this is going to serve two purposes. One is going to prevent it from splattering in your oven, and two, it's going to help to keep the bacon flat, because bacon tends to curl up because of the heat, because of the fat. Now, because we put in the parchment paper on top of it, that's going to help it to stay down and stay flat, and of course, like I said, to prevent the splattering. Okay, so I am going to put this into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to leave it there for about 20 minutes, and that should give me a nice crispy bacon. All right, so let's head over to the oven. Okay guys, so our bacon done in the oven is now completed. So let's remove our parchment paper. Of course, we need to be careful. All right, so from the looks of it, because this bacon was thin, maybe leaving it for 20 minutes was a little too long. So maybe when you do it, well, it depends on how you like your bacon. Whether you like your bacon very crunchy or not so crunchy. So I would say between 15 to 20 minutes, you can check on it and see how it is, and if it is to the texture that you like or you prefer, you can then either remove it or leave it longer, as the case may be. But as you can see, by doing it this way, you don't have to, especially if you're doing a lot for a family, you don't have to stand up in front of the stove for a length of time and have to deal with it splattering all over the place and making a mess. We just put it in to the oven, we covered it, and we left it. And it did what it had to do.